the essential qualities of a researcher. Qualities of a researcher. Researcher essentially should have the required qualities. First of all, let us think in four terms. First of all, as a person, what are the qualities of the person engaged in research? The person. The person should know the scientific method. The person should have a thorough knowledge of what is scientific method and scientific knowledge. Fundamental thing regarding scientific method is the first thing. Then should be open-minded. Open-minded. Open-minded means should accept thing as it is. Never extrapolate and reiterate the analyzed available data according to his will and wish. Open-minded. So he will be a scientist. Whatever may be the topic he is investigating, while doing research, he will be a scientist. Should be firmly committed to the articles of faith. Should be committed to faith of the scientific method of research. Then, as an individual, should be a social science person in the truest sense. That means a commitment to the society also is required. The researcher should be committed to the society. The scientific method without humanitarian consideration is useless. So he should be having a social dynamics also. Next quality is ensuring facts is the principal rule of science. Ensuring facts. Facts should be ensured by repeating. Then, as a person, he should be a seeker. He should be a seeker, truthful in nature. He should be a seeker, at the same time truthful in nature. As a person, he should never be satisfied with the expressions like approximately, almost, nearly. A researcher should not be satisfied with these vague values like approximately, almost, nearly, etc. But he is interested in finding the actual facts with the significant figures. Utilizing significant figures, he should have thorough knowledge of actual value. Accuracy and precision are the two words to be coined by a researcher. Now the nature of the researcher must be of the temperament that vibrates according to the theme which he is searching. The nature of the researcher must be of the temperament which vibrates according to the theme of the research activity. Now, the truthfulness relates to the desire for accuracy of observation. Accuracy of observation. I will repeat. The truthfulness relates to the desire for accuracy of observation and the precision of statement. It should be precise and accurate. Do you know what is precision and accuracy? Let us illustrate with a very simple diagram. Precision and accuracy. Let us think that this is the focus of any activity. Now, this will consist of various other possibilities, the vague values approximately, nearly. Instead of the main aim is marked by the green color here. The green color denotes the aim. But there are persons who will obtain values here. Concordant values are obtained. This shows that this is precise but not accurate. Now there are instances where values obtained at a scattering type. These values are obtained one value here, another value somewhere here, another value here, another value here, etc. These are values measured. They are neither accurate nor precise. We want the precise value and accurate value as represented by, sorry, I will use the yellow color, the center. Here the yellow colored values are both precise and accurate. Be careful that accurate values will be precise. For example, yellow values here will be precise also. But precise values need not be accurate. Precise values need not be accurate. See the values in the violet color. They are precise but not accurate. So in order to have a accurate value, it should be coinciding with concordant values in the center. This will be both precise and accurate. So what is the first duty of a researcher? He should be truthful, relate to the desire for accuracy of observation and precision of statement. So that's the first quality of a researcher. Let us investigate the second quality. Second quality of the researcher is his attitude. Attitude, you know, is a scientific, psychological term. Attitude. I will have a simple definition of attitude. Attitude is a mental disposition or tendency to react to a particular situation or individual, usually followed by feelings and emotions. Now, a scientific researcher should have the immediate requirements like attitude of science, attitude towards scientists, attitude towards science, attitude towards a positive attitude towards academic work, and a great and positive attitude towards problem solving. In order to have a scientific researcher, he should have a positive attitude towards science. He should like science. Then a positive desire and activity and adore towards scientists. Then academic work, attitude towards good attitude towards academic work and towards problem solving. Attitude to be very interesting towards problem solving. So science. The attitude, I will repeat, will comprise of four, that is attitude to science, towards scientists, towards academic work, and attitude towards problem solving. All these should have both the terms precision and accuracy. Precision and accuracy should go hand in hand. Okay, let us go in deep what is attitude and what is the attitude of a researcher. The researcher should possess an alert mind. First attitude is alert mind. What is going on around in our surroundings? Alert mind. Eager to know. Eager to know. Why, what, and how. Eager to know why, what, and how of things. Why, what, and how of things. Eager to know. And attitude, next attitude is keen and watchful. You should be keen and watchful of all activities, even though it is very small and insignificant. We should not neglect. Now, by the practice, you should slowly and patiently cultivate the habits. You should go on practicing so that these attitudes, that's alert mind, eager to know why, what, and how, and keen and watchful tendency will be developed within him, and should have keen eyes or mind to observe the unusual behind the usual process. You should find the unusual thing that is hiding in the usual process. Then systematic immersion to solve research problem. You should be deeply involved in the research problem. The ability to perceive things. What is perception? Perception means sensation plus meaning. He should have the ability to perceive. The next better attitude is the sensation or ability to perceive some brute experiences in the occasion of problem is not a common talent among men. It's a mark of scientific genius. I will repeat. The ability to perceive in some brute experience in the occasion of a problem is not a common talent among men. It is a mark of scientific genius. Okay, these are the attitude of an individual. The most important attitude is sensitive to difficulties, where less gifted people pass by untroubled by doubt. I will repeat. Sensitive to difficulties, where less gifted people pass by untroubled by doubt. And the very important thing about the attitude is it's a mark of scientific genius to be sensitive to difficulties. It's a mark of scientific genius to be sensitive to difficulties. Now let us see the third quality of a researcher. That is essentially dedication to the problem. A dedicated worker. Dedication. How can a scientist can be or researcher can be dedicated? Scientific inquiry is an intellectual effort. Nothing less, nothing more. It's an intellectual effort. Should have good reference skill. The individual should have, the quality is, should have a reference skill. So it is intellectual reference skill. Reference skill. The assertion that outstrips the evidence is not only a blunder, but a crime. I will repeat. The dedication is scientific inquiry is an intellectual effort, should have good reference skill. That's the first part. Second is must learn the art of enduring the intellectual hardship. Intellectual hardship should be there. It requires the moral quality of courage to face and solve any failure. He should accept failure. It requires the moral quality of courage to face and solve any failure while solving and completing the task. He should be a workaholic. The researcher should be a workaholic, never tired of something. And there should be enough motivation that should boost him to be a workaholic. Now, fourth one is intellectual honesty. Intellectual honesty. What are the criteria? Intellectual honesty. Now, in intellectual honesty, making statement cautiously is one of the important things. Making statement cautiously. As a researcher, never jump into conclusions. Making statement cautiously. Never jump into conclusion. Think twice or thrice before you write or speak. The assertion that outstrips the evidence is not only a blunder, but a crime. I have said it before. The assertion that outstrips the evidence is not only a blunder, but a crime. Now, how we can ascertain intellectual honesty? Cultivate the habit of reserving judgment. Now, we're jumping to conclusion. Cultivate the habit of reserving judgment. When the required data are insufficient, we should collect more and more, supplement more and more the actual data, related data, most appropriate data. Okay. Cultivate the habit of reserving judgment when the required data are insufficient. The above mentioned four qualities, that is the person, his qualities, the attitude, dedication, and intellectual honesty, the combined effort, the integral of these essential qualities will make everybody a very good researcher. A very good researcher will always ask why, what, and how. Why, what, and how. This will be a part of the enquiry and inquiry. So above these four qualities or categories should be cultivated by the researcher.